Have you ever tried to bend down to pick something up and felt a strange stiffness you didn't expect? Or maybe you used to enjoy long walks. But lately, even a short stroll leaves your knees sore for days. You're not alone. Aging changes our bodies in ways we don't always notice until one day. We wake up realizing we just can't move like we used to. And yet, here's the truth. No one tells you movement is still your best medicine. You just have to move the right way. That's exactly what we're diving into today here on Elder Age Wisdom, where we believe getting older doesn't mean slowing down. It means getting smarter about how you move and live, if you care about staying strong, balanced, and independent after 60. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button now and give this video a like. It helps more people like you find real, useful advice, not gimmicks or fluff, but the truth about aging well, one smart choice at a time. So, let's talk about a few exercises that might look harmless, even healthy, but can actually put you at risk, especially after 60. And more importantly, I'll show you what to do instead, so you can keep moving and feeling your best. Let's start with the deep squat. Now, on paper, squats sound like a good thing. They work your legs, your glutes, even your core. But if you're over 60, especially if you've dealt with knee pain, joint stiffness, or any kind of arthritis, deep squats can do more damage than good. Think about it. Your knees are taking almost all your body weight as you go down, and when cartilage is already wearing thin, that kind of pressure can lead to inflammation, soreness, or worse, injury. The alternative? Try what's called a chair squat. You don't need any fancy equipment, just a sturdy chair. Stand in front of it, feet shoulder width apart, and slowly lower yourself as if you're going to sit. Then rise back up before your bottom touches the seat. It's a gentle movement, but don't underestimate it. This works the same muscles, builds strength, and teaches your body to move safely. Plus, it mimics something we do every day, getting in and out of chairs. That's real functional fitness, the kind that keeps you independent. Now, the second one might surprise you. It's the plank. Yes, the beloved plank. While it's true that planks strengthen your core, they also require significant stability in your shoulders, wrists, and lower back, and most people, even younger folks, don't hold proper plank form for long. For seniors, especially those with spinal issues or shoulder tension, this position can cause strain without delivering the benefit you think you're getting. You might not feel it at first, but that subtle stress adds up over time, and it's not worth the risk. Instead, go vertical. Try wall presses. Stand in front of a wall. Place your palms flat against it, and lean in slightly as if doing a push-up against the wall. Engage your core and hold. You're still working those important abdominal muscles, but without putting pressure on your back or wrists. Another great one is the standing core twist. Just grab a light object, even a water bottle, and twist slowly from side to side. It keeps your spine mobile, strengthens the waistline, and feels good. That's what exercise after 60 should be, about strength without punishment. And finally, here's one you might have thought was actually helping you feel younger: jumping jacks, or any fast-paced, high-impact aerobic moves. They're energetic, sure, but all that jumping, your knees, hips, and spine are taking a hit every time your feet smack the floor. Remember, your joints after 60 are like shock absorbers that have already seen years of wear. They still work, but they can't take the pounding they used to. Don't worry, you don't have to give up cardio. In fact, you shouldn't, but instead of jarring movements, go for something smoother: brisk walking, water aerobics, or even dancing gently in your living room. March in place during commercial breaks. Move with rhythm, not force. You want to raise your heart rate without beating up your joints in the process. Low impact, high payoff, that's the formula we're after. And one thing I'll keep reminding you before starting or changing your exercise routine: check in with your doctor. especially if you've got conditions like osteoporosis, high blood pressure, or past injuries. What's safe for one person may not be right for another. And your body deserves a second opinion. You don't need to suffer to stay strong. You just need a better plan. And the truth is, the right exercises after 60 don't just help you move, they help you live better. They help you carry groceries, climb stairs, pick up your grandkids, or simply enjoy a morning walk without fear of falling or pain. What we've talked about so far are 3 things to cut, but in just a moment, we're shifting gears, because now I want to show you the other side of the coin, the 3 exercises every senior should be doing. These aren't fancy, and you won't need a gym membership, but they've helped thousands of people stay independent, mobile, and strong well into their 70s, 80s, and beyond. So now that we've cleared out the risky stuff, let's talk about the 3 exercises that should absolutely be part of your life after 60. These movements aren't complicated. In fact, they're simple, but that's exactly why they work. They focus on the most important goals at this age: building balance, protecting your joints, and giving you the strength to do everyday tasks with ease. Let's start with walking. I know, it sounds too simple, right? But hear me out. Brisk walking, not a slow shuffle, but a purposeful, head up, arms swinging walk is one of the most powerful things you can do for your body after 60. It strengthens your heart, supports bone density, improves circulation, and boosts mood. And here's the best part, it's free. You don't need a gym, a trainer, or special equipment. You just need a pair of comfortable shoes and the will to put one foot in front of the other. Aim for 20 to 30 minutes a day. You can break it into chunks: 10 minutes in the morning, 10 in the afternoon, 10 before dinner. Listen to music, walk with a friend, or enjoy the quiet. The key is to move with intent, not just drift around the house. And if your knees bother you, walking in water at a pool or on a cushioned treadmill can give you the same benefits without the impact. Next up, let's talk about balance, because the older we get, the more we realize how precious balance really is. You don't notice it until it's gone. One small misstep on a stair, one slippery spot in the kitchen, and suddenly, life can change. But here's the hopeful truth. Balance is like a muscle. It can be trained and improved at any age. One of the simplest and most effective exercises is a single-leg stand. Here's how it works. Stand near a chair or countertop for support. Lift one foot a few inches off the ground and hold it there. Start with 10 seconds. Switch legs. Do it 2 or 3 times per side. Over time, you can work your way up to 30 seconds, even a full minute. The goal isn't to show off, it's to remind your body how to stay centered, how to catch yourself before a fall, how to stay in control. If you want a bit of variety, try heel-to-toe walking, just like walking on a tightrope. Place one foot directly in front of the other as you walk in a straight line. It sounds simple, but it trains your brain and body to work together. And if your balance is a real challenge right now, don't get discouraged. Even holding on to a countertop while doing it is still progress. The third movement I want you to add is strength-focused, but don't worry. We're not talking about lifting heavy weights at the gym. What we're aiming for is resistance training, using your own body weight or simple tools like resistance bands. Why? Because after 60, muscle mass naturally decreases, and with it goes strength, stability, and even metabolism. But you can absolutely fight that process with the right kind of strength work. One of my favorites is the seated leg extension. Sit on a chair. Straighten one leg slowly until it's parallel with the floor. Hold for a few seconds, and lower it back down. Alternate legs. It targets the quadriceps, the muscles in the front of your thighs that help with standing, climbing stairs, and protecting your knees. Another great one is a wall push-up. Stand facing a wall. Arms straight out. Palms flat. Slowly bend your elbows to bring your chest toward the wall. Then push back it's gentle on the wrists, but still works the upper body, shoulders, arms, and chest. And yes, if you have resistance bands, you can add gentle rows or bicep curls while seated. The resistance builds strength safely without stressing your joints. Just make sure to keep your movements slow and controlled. Speed doesn't matter here. Quality does. Now you might be wondering, how often should I do these? The answer: consistency is everything. Try to walk most days of the week. Even 5 days is a win. For balance and strength, 2 to 3 sessions per week is a great place to start. And remember, each session doesn't need to be long. 10 to 20 minutes is enough to build momentum. And please listen to your body. If something doesn't feel right, pause. If your breathing gets too heavy, take a break, but don't stop altogether. The worst thing we can do as we age is give up on movement. The body thrives when it's used with care. The moment we stop moving is the moment everything else starts to slow down, too. What I love most about these exercises is that they're not about looking a certain way. They're about living a certain way, living with freedom, living without fear of falling, living with the strength to take care of yourself and enjoy the people and passions that matter most. And if you've made it this far in the video, you're already ahead of the game. Most people ignore this kind of advice until it's too late. But you're here. You're learning. And that means you're taking your future seriously, and that's something to be proud of. Let's keep going strong. In just a moment, I'll wrap up with a few final thoughts that can help you put all this into practice and share one important reminder I want you to carry with you. Not just today, but every day you move. You've made it to the end, and if no one has told you this today, let me be the first that matters. The fact that you're here, listening, learning, and thinking about how to move better, that already sets you apart. Most people your age don't take the time to invest in their own strength and balance until something goes wrong. You're doing it before that happens, and that's powerful. You see, the exercises we choose to do and the ones we choose to avoid, they're not just about muscles and joints. They're about our freedom. They're about getting out of bed in the morning without worrying about how you'll feel when your feet hit the floor. About reaching for that item on the top shelf without losing your balance. About living in your body like it's a partner, not a problem. And I want to say this loud and clear: it's never too late. Never too late to improve your posture. Never too late to build strength. Never too late to stand a little taller, walk a little further, or smile because you know you're doing something good for yourself. Age isn't the enemy, stagnation is. And every time you choose to move smartly, gently, with purpose, you're taking your power back. I know it can be overwhelming. Maybe your body doesn't do what it used to. Maybe you've had surgeries, or chronic pain, or a fall that shook your confidence. That's okay. You're not here to become an athlete. You're here to become more you, more stable, more energized, more in control. And that starts with small, consistent steps, just like the ones we've talked about today. Start with that chair squat in the morning. Add a walk to your afternoon. Try the single leg balance while brushing your teeth. These aren't just exercises, they're habits. They're quiet victories that add up over time. And those victories, they matter. They keep you on your feet. They keep you independent, which, let's be honest, is one of the greatest forms of freedom there is. And if today's video made you pause and think, wow, I've been doing it wrong, or even, I've been afraid to move at all, then I want you to do just one thing. Take the first step, just one. Pick one movement we talked about and try it today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. Your body will thank you now. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which of the 3 never-do exercises have you been doing, or which of the 3 must-do ones are you going to start with? Sharing your experience helps others too. This is a community, and someone else might need exactly the words you're about to write. And if this video helped you, do me a favor, click the like button. Not for me, but for the next person who's looking for real advice and stumbles across this video because it reached more people. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe to Elder Age Wisdom. We post new videos every week designed to help you age stronger, smarter, and more confidently with practical, no-nonsense tips you can use right away. Getting older doesn't mean getting weaker. It means being wise enough to listen to your body. It means choosing the kind of movement that supports you, not punishes you. It means showing up for your health, for your independence, for your future. So here's to you, to every stretch, every step, every squat, and every smile you earn along the way, because you deserve to live your best life at any age, and we're here to help you do just that.